Last week, I promised I'd show you how to customize your planner for your Workday type. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to tell you to go buy another planner. I'm not even going to tell you to change your layout, because here's what I've learned. The best planner isn't the one with the prettiest pages. It's the one that works with your brain. So while I finish decorating this week's spread, let me tell you what I mean. Over on the Workweek Whisperer, we've been talking about something I call invisible jobs. These are the jobs nobody puts in your job descriptions, but they take up a huge amount of your time and mental energy. We all do all four of those jobs. But usually, one of those invisible jobs creates more friction than the others. That's your Workday type. If you haven't taken the Workday Type Diagnostic yet, I'll leave the link in the description. Today, we're going to take this exact weekly layout and I'll show you how 4 different people would use it. Same planner, same pages, 4 different strategy. Before we get into the Workday types, everybody starts in the same place, appointments. I always put my appointments in my planner first. Not because Outlook doesn't have them, it absolutely does. I copy them because they answer one really important question. What kind of day am I actually working with? If I have meetings from 9 until noon, I already know I'm not going to finish a 3-hour project before lunch. I don't have to keep jumping back into Outlook to figure out how much working time I have. Everything I need is right here. This week, I have a class on Wednesday and Thursday morning. I'll also add my gym icons for the days I'm going to work out. I use a stencil for the outline and fill it in once I go to the gym. This shows me immediately how well I'm doing. If your biggest invisible job is managing the unexpected, you're probably a firefighter. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You make a beautiful plan on Monday, and by Tuesday morning, it's already on fire. So your planner has one very important job. It needs to keep the important things visible. I'm going to add a box here and write my 3 most important tasks for the week first. I have to prepare for my Excel Basics course for next week. I need to update a presentation course I've been working on. And I have to do some fall marketing prep. To fill this in, ask yourself, if my week completely falls apart, what absolutely has to get done? Those are the things that belong here. As I'm filling in my tasks for the week, I won't fill in every line. I'll intentionally leave white space. Firefighters need room for reality, because reality always shows up. Now, maybe interruptions aren't your biggest challenge. Maybe you're a juggler. Your biggest invisible job is keeping track of everything. You've got multiple projects going at once. Updates, phone calls, ideas, random notes from meetings, little details that don't belong on today's task list, but definitely can't be forgotten. So for a juggler, the most valuable section of the planner isn't actually the task list. It's the notes section. Because of the way this planner is set up, I'll use this section at the beginning of the month so I have enough room to keep all my thoughts together. This becomes your project dashboard. Instead of trying to remember where everything stands, write it here. Waiting on Sarah. Budget approved. Need photos from marketing. Now your brain doesn't have to carry all those little details around. Then, when you write your daily tasks, group them by project instead of making one giant list. Budget. Update Q3 expenses. Send budget to Sarah. Training. Finalize participant guide. Print sign-in sheets. That way you're not bouncing between 6 different projects all day. Now let's talk about my people, the planners. If your biggest invisible job is deciding what to do next, welcome to the club. We love making plans, sometimes a little too much. Our planner has one very important job. This is where we have to be careful. The goal isn't to create the world's most beautiful to-do list. The goal is to make starting easy. Instead of writing work on budget, I'll write review April expenses, update chart, email Sarah for approval. Specific tasks are easier to start, and when it's easier to start, it's easier to keep going. And finally, the focus seeker. If your biggest invisible job is protecting your attention, this one is for you. Focus seekers usually don't have too little time. They have too many things competing for their attention. So every morning, choose one task, just one, the one that deserves your best thinking. Circle it, highlight it, box it, whatever helps your eyes land there first. Everything else can wait, because when everything feels important, nothing gets your full attention. So here's what I hope you'll remember. You don't need a different planner because you're a different Workday type. The planner stays the same. The strategy changes. Every section has a job. Appointments show you what kind of day you're working with. Top priorities keep the important things visible. Notes remember the details so you don't have to. Daily tasks turn plans into action. And your daily focus helps protect your attention. When every section knows its job, your brain doesn't have to do all of them. Your planner is taking over some of the invisible jobs your brain has been doing. And that's one of the simplest ways to make your work feel lighter. If you don't know your Workday type yet, I've linked my free Workday Type Diagnostic below. In just a few minutes, you'll discover which invisible job creates the most friction in your workday, and you'll learn how to make your planner work with your brain instead of against it. Thanks for planning with me, and I'll see you in the next video.